Oh my.
Diddly dodle 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 diddly dodle 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 blah blah blah.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hey everybody, apparently none of my sound wants to work well today. My name's Mike, and I'm a failed sound engineer apparently. This is the College Gamers Podcast. Video game news you can abuse while, listen to us in class. I don't give a shit. That's the kind of thing you want to do here. I am joined today in alphabetical order by, I guess, if we do by alphabetical order, I guess Adam would have to introduce the show because he's A, right?
Well, are we going first name or last name? Because if it's last name, then Taft goes first.
Oh, see, now we're... here's what we'll do. We'll do it Shadow of War style. I'll put y'all both in the pit, and whoever comes out alive gets to start the show off. How's that?
But then I'll die.
Yeah. That's Adam. Taft is also here. He's apparently the victor in our hypothetical death to the fight. I mean, fight to the death. Jesus.
He's terrified of rival.
Exactly. I guess does Adam
intimidated. That's what it is. It's intimidated.
Exactly.
That's the
Dude,
have.
I have some thoughts on that game. That has been the most entertaining game
I have played the ever-living shit out of it.
Shadow of War, in case anyone lives under a rock, but I have played that game so much, and there are some things that just infuriate me about that game. Like, I have something...
How are you still only in Act 2?
I've only put... I bought it, I think, like...
On the show last time.
Yeah, but I couldn't actually start playing it until I think the first day of the break, just because of, like, how school lined up.
My question stands. How are you only on Act 2?
I don't know, I'm trying to pull up
Those
Steam.
are rookie numbers.
I have 18 hours in the game.
Rookie numbers.
But for some reason, I don't know. And it took me a while to figure out how to make it start playing because there were some bugs. But let's get into the news and we can talk about that later because I want to talk the shit out of that game.
And now for the news.
All right, you see, look, there's sound again. All right, today let's start off with Activision in the news. One of my favorite companies, not because of called Doop Doop. It's because of Activision Blizzard, but apparently they just won a patent for matchmaking to incentivize players buying microtransactions, and like the whole patent's up because it's public and everything. I read parts of it because I thought it was kind of interesting, but basically the way this works, and it's so like cynical, is that what they do is that they match a player, like let's say a player who has less items bought from the store, and they think, okay, this guy's interested in item A that he hasn't bought yet. And what they do, what's designed to do is match that player up with someone who's made more purchases so that that person can see them and think like, oh, look at all the cool stuff he has. And that's
such shit.
That's not the only thing. Also, part of the matchmaking system is designed to put lower skilled players who have less items purchased with higher skill players with more items purchased. So like they see these really good players with bought items, and it makes them want to buy things. That's such shit. That's my like synopsis of it, and it's actually kind of fascinating to read about, but. And and just to clear things up, Activision says that this system is not implemented in any of their games. Just to clear things up, so no one put your pitchforks down, put the torches out. All right, go back to having a beer with the bros or whatever y'all do in the spare time. But yeah, how do y'all feel about this?
That is just some cheap shit. That's what I have to say about that. Like, oh my god.
Let's just be clear. Is this an actual thing?
This is an actual patent.
Like, I'm still having trouble, comprehending that they did this.
Yeah, it's not really... it's not really like software. It's more of like it's social engineering is what it is. You know, it's kind of like things. It's making people think like, oh, these good players have really cool items. I want to be better at this game. Maybe I'll go buy some items. It's really strange.
But they do realize that all that's going to come out of this is like hardcore veteran players shitting on new players, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Let's make the assumption that this matchmaking system goes hand in hand with the real matchmaking system, so that like the whole game is not just about making microtransactions. Like they're actually trying to make balanced matches, but on top of that, they're trying to get people to buy things. I don't think this matchmaking system is a standalone idea. I think it's supposed to cooperate with another system so that like it does create balanced matches while because when you have like, let's just take Overwatch for example. When you have 20 million people playing at any time, you have the luxury of being picky about who you put together, you know? And maybe Overwatch is a bad example because of how the loot boxes work, but I don't know. I thought this was cool. It's also really sneaky and pretty devilish of them.
Yeah, no, that's super like that's sketchy as shit. That's what that is.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Dragon Ball Z. A lot of hype about this game right now. Like I'm kind of surprised.
So, in case you've been living on Xbox,
Oh, that's bad.
Adam, your internet's choking on itself. Did we lose him? Oh no, Adam's gone. In case you've been living under a rock, I think was the most of the sense we got.
Yeah. Eesh.
Oh god. All right, Adam, you reconnect. I'll talk a little bit. Dragon Ball Z has a release date. I'm Adam. I'm going to throw a pun in. I can't think of one. Is he back?
No.
No? All right, Adam. Yeah, this. Oh. I love doing IT live on the show. It's really great. Up, and he died.
Is he back now?
I don't know. It's a mysterious. We have to buy loot boxes to find out.
Oh God. Pay to win.
Pay to win.
hello.
Oh, there we go.
The NSA doesn't want us talking about this, Adam.
Okay, am I back?
You are. We hear you. Loud.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what have you gotten to already?
I just said that it has a release
Nothing.
date. That Dragon Ball Fighter Z has a release date. That's all I said.
Okay, so yeah, we do have a confirmed release January 26th of 2018.
Nice. Every time I see this game, I forget that's coming out on PC.
Yep, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Sadly, no Switch.
No, but I don't know. I don't see the Switch supporting fighter games, but they're really like ramping up what games they support these days. I wonder if it's on Steam yet. I'm gonna look that up. You keep going. I'm gonna look it up on Steam.
Alright, so just a few final characteristics about what we know about this game so far. It's developed by Arc System Works. I believe it's licensed by Bandai Namco. It's a 2D fighter with the characters rendered in 3D. This is the full roster as of today. If they add anybody later, then... Well, they are planning to add DLC later, but I'll get to that. But here's the confirmed roster so far. Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Future Trunks, Piccolo, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Nappa, Captain Ginyu, Frieza, both his final form and possibly Golden Frieza, Android 16, Android 18 with Android 17 assisting, Android 21, Cell, and Majin Buu.
I would also like to see repaired Frieza. He's actually a fun character that I feel like we didn't get a lot of. And he's not... A lot of people don't pay attention to him.
No, Mecha Frieza?
Mecha Frieza. Like
He was one of my favorites in the on the one on PS2.
Yeah, he's a cool concept, but like he just gets shit on in like 5 minutes on the show, and no one everyone forgets about him. There's a time I completely forgot he existed.
Don't worry, the movie and Dragon Ball Super covers that.
Oh, does it? Okay, cool.
Where have you been? Like, Frieza's back, and now he's gone, and now he might be coming back again?
Is he? I don't know. He can only be put back together so many times. He's not a Lego.
That's what Dragon Balls are for, and Dragon Ball plot armor.
That's a good point. I forgot about the Dragon Balls. I forgot the giant loophole in all of Dragon Ball Z is those blasted.
How'd you forget the Dragon Balls? It's the name of the show.
I know. I just forget that I forgot that Dragon Ball is basically a comic where when people die, they're not actually dead.
Well, to be fair, you can only be brought back once by the Dragon Balls.
I don't know. Not if you wish it. Apparently, I don't know.
Hasn't Krillin been brought back like 7 times?
Isn't that his purpose in life, to die?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, they did some BS plot thing where, like, they went to Namek, which is where the original people who can make the Dragon Balls are from, and their Dragon Balls can keep bringing people back as long as they didn't die naturally.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, because Goku died a second time, and that's why they went to Namek originally, right?
No, they went to Namek because Piccolo died, which made Kami die, and when Kami dies, the Dragon Balls disappear.
I forgot. Oh, anyway, they went to Namek for some reason. Anyway, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z expert, nor do I claim I am. But maybe this game will clear up my knowledge.
What it will do, interestingly enough, is it gives a what-if story mode where, you remember Android 16, right?
Yeah.
This story mode is, it's an alternate thing where, Android 16 is revived after trying to kill Cell, and the Z fighters are killed off one by one, and you have to, I guess it's a story after that. Something like that.
That's pretty cool. This game looks really pretty. Like, it has some awesome graphics.
Unfortunately, they're probably pay to win because Bandai Namco has announced that there will be a DLC season pass, which it will add 8 new playable characters. Like, they're planning to add 8 characters later. But if you buy the pass, it's $35, like, not counting what the game costs, and it'll, quote, give access to the DLC characters at discounted price. So these DLC characters will evidently cost more than $35 separately.
What is this? Why not just add them all? Okay, so fun fact, if you want to buy the game plus the season pass or Fighter Z pass, which is it's basically the full game plus the pass, it's $94.
Yeah.
That's too expensive. I'm sorry.
Plus you already get a head start if you pre-order the game, because if you pre-order the game, you don't have to like grind to unlock Super Saiyan Blue.
Yes.
And you get early access to the open beta, which is upcoming.
Nice. That's nuts, but I don't know.
So unfortunately, they are introducing pay to win like early.
Yeah, it depends. Depends if the characters they release later are overpowered or not. Like, if they keep them balanced, sure. Like, if they keep it optional, but if like, let's say the third character they release is like Super Saiyan 8 squared Goku. He has like 6 arms and like 2 legs, the usual amount of legs, and I don't know, he like one-shots people by like farting horribly at them, then yeah, that's kind of overpowered, and it's pay to win if you get the season pass at that point.
I just wanted to take a second to admire that creativity of a character right there.
Creativity? No, I read ahead in the comics. Like, obviously, that's Super Saiyan 16. Oh, 64 is 8 squared. But also his hair just like engulfs him. He's like a cocoon.
God.
and then, you wait like 6 months and it hatches, and he has those 6 arms. They spread like butterfly wings, and he flies into the sunset. It's glorious. And
we're moving on.
Yeah, what's going on next? Shadow of War. Sorry.
Yes.
Shrouded.
So, Shadow of War. So, spoiler alert for anybody who has not finished the game. Not major spoilers, just minor spoilers.
I haven't finished
Kinda
it
like if you don't want to know anything about the game, I'd skip ahead. But if you don't mind a little bit about like like what happens after the end, and
I kind of want to skip ahead, but I can't. I'm live.
No, like you're good. Like I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Okay, good.
Like because I know how you are with spoilers. It's fine. So after you finally beat the game, in air quotes.
Okay.
There's a thing. Or after you beat Act 3, I'll say there's an Act 4 that is called the Shadow Wars, and at that point where in the game you begin to do a lot of like defending the fortresses that you took earlier in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 10 stages that it's like Fortress A, B, C, D, A and B, B and D, kind of like stuff like that. You have to do that 10 times. And then after that, there is nothing. You get the true ending of the game, which is like what a lot of the people were talking about. It's pay to win, stuff like that.
I remember like you could either grind for it or like pay for it in a loot box or something.
It's a solid. Honestly, I don't even see the point in paying for it. Yeah, you need some good orcs and stuff like that, but you can come across just as good of orc fighting.
Yeah.
But you do that, and after you defend all the fortresses and stuff like that, nothing. It's the end of the game. And so a lot of people were upset about that, but Monolith, the developer of Middle-earth: Shadow of War, is actually going to start like adding some new in-game content and a free DLC. It's not missions or anything like that, but it is continual fortress assaults. As in, like, people will continue to assault your fortresses after that. You can continue to do that and defend your fortresses and get better people and blah, 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 blah.
It sounds like just like an in-game or something.
Yeah, it's the original in-game has a finishing point, you know?
Yeah.
So they're just making it to where there's no finishing point.
Okay.
But this is also coming out right around the same time as a new as the game's first paid expansion, the Slaughter Tribe. This is going to add in some more story missions, and it presumably, considering it's called the Slaughter Tribe, will be adding in a new tribe called the Slaughter Tribe.
Awesome.
It'll add in new features for that tribe, like how like these terror guys have like the terror chains. It'll probably add in their like, feature that the orcs have, and so new orc styles, I guess, and a new set of legendary gear. Which is super exciting because legendary gear is awesome.
Oh, dude, it is.
Dude, I just got the legendary armor for the Machine Tribe.
Oh yeah,
dude, that stuff is heavy. Like it looks like it can take a hit. But besides that, that's all that's really coming out. And unfortunately, there's no release date for the Slaughter Tribe expansion.
The Machine Tribe. Oh shit, dude. I like the helmets.
I haven't seen, like, I can't find. Send me the link where you're looking at all this stuff because I can't find pictures of the legendary sets.
I'm looking at Shadow of War right now. It's just like the orc armor. What's on the orcs?
Then no, it's totally different.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a human armor.
Legendary gear sets. How to obtain them? Does it come with pictures? No, it doesn't. Fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
I gotcha. Well,
but yeah,
I don't know. Have you finished? Have you gotten that far yet?
I am currently in the 4th stage of the Shadow Wars.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to grind for the final.
Probably not, considering Assassin's Creed comes out on Friday.
Oh yeah, I forgot. After that, you're done.
Yeah, so I decided to go ahead and look up what the true ending is, and it's pretty solid.
I gotcha.
It got me in my feels. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Oh, did it? Okay, dude. I have a lot of thoughts on that game. I'm excited to talk about.
Like, you need to go ahead and finish it so we can talk about this.
I gotcha. I'll give you my early thoughts and what we're playing. But let's move on to EA, a company. Oh no, wait. Actually, I skipped a bunch of shit. Halo 2, Halo Wars 2. Okay. I'm always on the prowl for new crossplay games, especially because, Taff has an Xbox, I have a PC, Adam has a Switch, which is a little further out there. But good news about Halo Wars 2. It's actually getting crossplay at the end of this month. So as of October. It's expected for later in the month. And that's really it. I mean, it's a big deal. Because more crossplay the merrier. Also, I don't know if I'm super happy about like the one game they chose was Halo Wars 2. Because I don't know if you've seen the PC reviews on that game. But if you open the Windows Store and look at the reviews, it's mostly 5-star reviews and 1-star reviews. And it averages out to 3. It's really not great. So
why?
I don't know. I think people just complain about the Windows Store. I think that everyone just wants things on Steam, but what you gonna do? And I've heard that like Windows games don't have the best like optimization. But that's beside the point. The point is, this just it's on the heels of the game becoming Play Anywhere, or I think it was a Play Anywhere title. But I think a lot of people get confused between crossplay and Play Anywhere.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get that confused. But with crossplay coming to this game, I'm wondering if maybe Microsoft is trying to make those the same thing.
I'm thinking maybe Play Anywhere was kind of like the foot in the door.
Yeah, because that means the game's on PC and on Xbox. So you have both sides. You just need to hook them together. The only downside is that sometimes you need to be picky about your genre. So this is an RTS, and so that means like reflexes aren't as important. So, or your human interface isn't as important. Where like keyboard is superior in shooters, but other than that, I know Taff, you and I've had this conversation where with shooters, keyboards are usually superior, but other than that, like the controller has been proven like if not better, equal to keyboards in most situations. So like
Hey, Mike, you know what other game is Play Anywhere?
What?
Arc.
Is it? Oh, but it's not crossplay. Oh, but it should be. It should be.
Hopefully one day.
Microsoft, get your ass over to what's the who's Wild Card Studios. Send I don't know Bill Gates down there. Throw some money at the security guard to get your way in, and sit down with them. But yeah,
Man,
Halo
get cross play.
exactly. But Halo Wars 2
Hey,
crossplay.
just be thankful that they're not Sony.
That's true.
God.
I don't know, but I spoiled it. We have EA news, so EA is worse than Sony. Actually, I don't know. I'm split on that. But let's move on while I simmer on how terrible everything is.
All right, so as we all know, everybody on this podcast loves amiibos, right?
I don't own a single one. I'll be honest.
No, I couldn't care less about them, but Adam's all about them.
I'm looking at several of them right now. I can't even
Mhm.
count. And
Adam
they're
has
about to
a
all Smash Bros. And Breath of the Wild.
he has
All
an
right,
army of them.
so so back at E3, Super Mario Odyssey had some amiibos revealed. It was Mario, Peach, and Bowser all in their wedding outfits. And recently, a YouTube channel got their hands on the Peach amiibo, or the Peach and Mario amiibos, that for the game, and we're playing the game, or not playing the game, but looking at the box for the amiibos, and it showed that if you scanned the Peach figurine, guess what happens?
Mario gets captured by Bowser.
That'd be awesome, honestly. But no, Mario wears her wedding dress.
No.
Yep, you can run around as Mario wearing a wedding dress.
Dude, that's kind of worth it, actually, depending how expensive they are. Like, I wouldn't mind that.
You also get a life up heart.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Where's the art for this? There it is. Dude, Mario looks lit.
He looks very beautiful.
He doesn't look
for his
half
day.
bad in the dress.
But so all three of them actually make Mario, or like when you scan the amiibos, all three of the amiibos, the Bowser, Peach, and Mario, give Mario the ability to wear their outfit. So if you scan Mario,
Okay.
he would wear his tuxedo, I guess. And if you scan Peach, he would wear his and he becomes temporarily invisible.
Whoa, what? Overpowered. Pay to win.
Or I'm sorry, invincible.
Oh, okay. Even more pay to win.
Yeah, exactly. Even more temporarily though.
Okay.
And then you get Bowser's wedding suit, and it reveals where all the coins are hidden in the region.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
that's gonna be.
it'd be pretty cool if it let us wear his shell or something. Like,
That'd be badass.
on top. But can we just say Mario looks really dapper in that suit?
He does.
He looks.
So, like, are Mario and Peach getting married in this game? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I think
And Bowser bust up in there and like wrecks shit.
here's what actually happened, Taft. Mario proposed to Peach. Peach felt bad because he saves her all the time. So she says yes, but she regrets it and pays off Bowser to wreck the marriage. So she had to escape through the bathroom window.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Mario just goes back to his plumber job because he retired for some dumb reason. But let's move on to EA, as I mentioned earlier. Sad news, everyone. Sad news.
Bastards.
Sad news. EA is shutting down. All right, excuse me if I say this poorly, but Visceral Games. Is that right?
I think so.
Visceral Games, and they're overhauling the Star Wars game, which I'm kind of worried about. But let's just get the sad news out of the way. The developer behind Dead Space and Battlefront Hardline, which no one plays, is closing its doors. EA made the decision to close the studio because they're such a caring and non-shitty company. That's a fact, actually. Yeah, so this company has been working on they described it as a story-based linear adventure in the style of Naughty Dog's Uncharted series. Which,
what?
Yeah, that sounds really awesome. But over time, EA Vancouver has been taking over, and they decided that to close Visceral Games, and that EA Vancouver is going to take over the project entirely. Let's just see. I had a quote from them. They're talking about how oh crap. They mentioned something about, here we go. Yeah, they were like, they want to pivot the game because, here we go. It has to be clear that to deliver an experience that players will want to come back to and enjoy for a long time to come, we need to pivot the design. We will maintain the stunning visuals, authenticity to Star Wars universe, and focus on bringing Star Wars story to life. Importantly, we are shifting the game to a broader experience that allows for more variety and player agency, leaning into the capabilities of Frostbite, blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, okay, they're changing the project, which I'm concerned. Because I was really looking forward to a really strong, story-based, just like single-player experience in the Star Wars universe. And I swear to God, if they bring us another multiplayer game, I'm uninstalling Origin and all the games in it. I need some story. It has been so long since I just sat down and binged a story like Shadow of War. I've been playing games like Overwatch, like Heroes of the Storm. Well, I've been playing all right, library, open up here. What else have I been playing? I mean, like Elder Scrolls, Tamriel. It's just Battlegrounds. It's all this online multiplayer, and I just haven't sat down and just experienced like a Skyrim. I mean, like it's hard to believe a game lives up to Skyrim, but I would say that Shadow of War is like my Skyrim for this year, and I need that story. I don't want my experience ruined because some jackanape who's 10 times better than me, because he's on like 7 Mountain Dews and has a Red Bull like infused into like his veins, ending my fun reign of terror on people who I'm better than. I don't know. I was really looking forward to like a Star Wars single player game, because like there have been some good ones in the past, like the what was that? Their Force Unleashed. That was good.
Oh, That fun.
Those were
That was a very fun one.
those were good games, and
Dude, I would get the cheat codes like infinite force, invincibility.
Yeah.
I would just
Dude, whatever happened to
destroy
cheat
everybody.
codes?
say what?
For
Whatever
real.
happened to cheat codes?
I don't know, man.
Like I saw this thing the other day. It was a picture of like GTA, and it had like cheat codes in, and it had like, of course, like like you're written down like XX, triangle, square, up, down, left, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some for GTA 5, but I don't
And
know
then,
any other recent ones.
And then it showed cheat codes now, and it showed somebody's credit card.
Oh, zing!
That's pretty funny, actually.
No, yeah, but I think GTA they're not gonna ditch the cheat codes because it's just kind of like their thing.
Oh yeah, no. GTA was the very first thing I ever used cheat codes in. You had to get the ultimate weapon pack.
Yeah, but like cheat codes aren't really a thing anymore, you know? I think cheat codes were there originally for game developers to test parts of the game, and eventually they leaked out to people. But nowadays we just have better testing tools, so cheat codes aren't needed anymore. You know? That's my theory anyway. But yeah. Do y'all have
Cheat
any-
codes are probably the only like the campaign of StarCraft Wings of Liberty.
Yeah. Do y'all have any thoughts on like, are y'all worried about this game? I swear if it comes out and it's like, so we took this old game and we made a MOBA out of it, but it's not really a MOBA, it's a brawler. That's what
I'd
it
be
is.
fucking pissed.
No. I mean, all right, to be honest though, I feel like Star Wars has the character lineup for like a fun MOBA. But that's beside the point. The point is I'm angry.
I don't at all.
The point is that I'm angry. So let's just move off of this. Rest in peace, Visceral. The game you're making, I'm sure, is great, and I'm sorry EA is gonna like ruin it. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna turn out fine. I'll probably end up getting it if it's like really cool looking. But anyway, all right, Adam, what's this list of best platformers?
So with Odyssey about to come out, a top 9 list of the best games on Nintendo 64, like the original N64 console. And I just thought this was cool just to look at and see what they lined up.
I feel like Super Mario 64 is the default top
What's
list.
the number one?
It's
Okay,
always
yeah,
number one.
Yeah, so I'll get into the list. So
Banjo-Kazooie is a solid one too.
For the listeners, number 9 they put Space Station Silicon Valley, which interestingly enough I found out that was made by the company that would be Rockstar, which is who makes the. I did not know that actually.
Space Stations. I've never heard of this game.
Yeah, it's a it's like a puzzle game. You control this this robot crash lands, and you control like one of his microchips, and you like quote unquote animals to complete puzzles throughout the levels.
Yeah, it looks like an N64 game.
It was kind of weird. I didn't ever play it, but
Yeah,
it
me neither.
it looked okay for the time, I guess, but I just didn't get it.
I mean, it looks like Mario, but I think everyone in N64 would look like Mario 64. I think,
Basically.
yeah.
And then at number 8 we have the original N64 Spider-Man. I played the ever living crap out of that as a child. It was one of my favorites.
That was a fun one. I played that one a lot.
I couldn't get past the orange Venom thing. I don't know why.
Probably because I don't know. As a kid, I always struggled with video games, to be honest.
Number 7, Goemon's Great Adventure. I don't really know too much about that. It's the winner, I guess. At number 6, we have Jet Force Gemini. It's it's a platform shooter, and it's sort of like Star Fox 64, I guess, which surprisingly is not on this list. But anyway,
It wasn't a platformer.
What'd you say?
Star Fox 64 wasn't a platformer.
No, I said this game is a platform shooter, but it's similar to Star Fox 64 in the fact that you go like planet to planet and you stop aliens.
What I was saying is, you said you're surprised that Star Fox wasn't on this list. It's because it's not a platformer.
Yeah, so like
Oh.
story-wise, it's similar, but like the core mechanics of platforming, of like, you know, from jumping platform to platform, it's not there in Star Fox. But like, yeah,
Okay.
this story is
Otherwise, it would
similar.
have probably been like number 3 or 4.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And number 5 is Fur Day, which at first glance at just the title, I was worried about this, and
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Have
That-
you ever like heard of Conquer before?
No, this sounds like something I'd
He's
hide under like a mattress so no one sees it.
It's he's like he's weird. You gotta look him up.
All right, I'm gonna do that now.
He's a vulgar squirrel.
yeah, this game wasn't as kid friendly.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't like
it's probably the only rated M game on here, or maybe
Conker's
T.
Bad Fur Day, all death scenes.
yeah, it wasn't bad. It was like rendered blood of the time. Like it wasn't bad, but it had like rendered graphic blood. The character would like drink during like one of the levels. He would pee on fire monsters to kill them, and then for some reason the final boss is the xenomorph from Alien. Which actually, that's funny because somebody did a theory about how that connects the Alien universe to Mario, because like Conker is like somehow related to somehow involved with Diddy Kong, because either he or someone who's involved with him is in Diddy Kong Racing, and then
Nice.
Diddy Kong is a Donkey Kong's nephew, and then Donkey Kong and Mario.
Solid.
So fun fact: Mario and Alien are in the same universe.
Oh jeez.
So fun fact: Donkey Kong killed Mario's dad.
Oh,
Dude, that's heavy, man.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So in the very first, like, I don't know if it's the Mario game or it's not Mario game. It's the Donkey Kong game. It's the one where you're climbing up the ladder and stuff like that, with Donkey Kong throwing barrels down at you.
Oh jeez. Holy crap. That dinosaur just like
Yeah.
ate someone in half. This isn't an
Yeah.
They let games like this on the N64. I'm sorry, I was like looking for like the blood and gore y'all were describing, and it's like
Yep.
this scene, a dinosaur comes. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a brutal game. And then so you end up capturing the ape at the end of that one as not as Mario's dad. And then in the second one you play as Donkey Kong Jr., who then kills basically the main character from the first Donkey Kong when he saves his dad from captivity. And that was Donkey Kong as we know him. Like Pappy Kong or whatever his name is actually the original Donkey Kong from the original game.
I didn't know that. That's
All right.
That's really. I knew Mario had like a dark beginning, but I didn't know it was that dark. Like I thought he was just a animal enslaver.
Animal slavery, and then murder. So, yeah.
Dang. All right.
Well then.
Mario apparently a man of many trades: plumber and animal hater.
True.
All right.
Moving on. Number 4 is Banjo-Tooie, which I didn't really know about this one because it was the sequel to Banjo-Kazooie, and I only played Banjo-Kazooie.
Heard good things about this.
Both of them are excellent.
Number 3 was Donkey Kong 64, which that game was amazing. I put the DK rap in the show notes just cause. And
Oh,
number
just
2
for
was
show.
Banjo-Kazooie, and number 1 was Super Mario 64.
Nice. All right.
I was a little bit mad they didn't have Ocarina of Time on this list. And
But I don't know.
I don't. They didn't include the Super Smash Bros. Because it's not a platformer, and I don't think that Ocarina of Time is considered a platformer.
I can see where you
Relative
can.
positive not.
I could see where you can make an argument for it, but I don't think it holds up as a platformer.
I think it falls more into the puzzle type game.
Yeah. All right. Though. What would be your number one N64 game like overall?
Ocarina
for
of Time.
me, that'd be I wouldn't be able to choose. It'd be either Ocarina of Time or Smash Bros. I couldn't choose between it.
I was like, if Adam doesn't say Smash Bros, I'm gonna like make sure he's not dying.
We'll see. I played like several of them constantly, like Spider-Man and GoldenEye and Star Fox 64. But
GoldenEye was good.
The two I played the most were Ocarina of Time and Smash Bros. I would like stomp people at my daycare with Link and stuff.
So, fun fact in GoldenEye, if you play as Jaws, or if you play as Odd Job going against somebody who's playing Jaws, and you're doing like the like hitting only, the person playing Jaws will not be able to hit you.
Really?
Is
Because
that
the height difference is so much.
is that a bug?
You can't look down.
Oh, it's a hitbox problem.
Yep.
That's funny.
Awesome.
That's funny. I wonder if they knew that was there, but they just did it. They just couldn't do anything about it. That's funny. All right. Well, we're gonna skip mid show because I want to talk about Shadow of War. And I pushed the wrong button. Here we go.
What games are we playing?
All right. Shadow of War.
Adam, you go first.
Yeah.
Let us know what you're playing, so we can just go ahead with Shadow of War.
Okay. So I really only played Smash Bros. This week because LSU had the monthly tournament. And fun fact, I actually advanced in the bracket this time.
Every
Proud of you,
time,
man.
Adam, you get a little further. By episode 300, you'll be a champion.
And fun fact, I put a link in there. That is the link of me winning a game in doubles against the number 25 ranked player in the world. Number 1 ranked in Louisiana.
Damn. All right,
What's his
hold on.
name?
His real name, I think, is Jamal. His
Okay.
his tag is Samsora.
I was about to, because I know some. I actually know a guy who is super big into Smash Bros. And is like ranked in like the world, or not the world, the United States.
Oh, are you Adam? Are you Smoothie?
Yeah, I'm the tag with Smoothie. I'm Lucina.
Yeah.
He's Zero Suit Samus. So I guess if the viewers want to see this, you can post it to Facebook or the Discord or something.
Yeah. That's awesome. I didn't know they had such a huge setup for this.
Oh yeah, Smash Bros. Is a big thing.
No, but like for this Twitch clip, like because this is done through the esports club at LSU, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh,
I just walked up to the guy and had him clip that moment there and send it to me.
Oh yeah, I see. They have esports LSU the logo right there. But like Taft, they have like cameras
I'm looking at it right now.
on both people. Yeah, it's like a really fancy setup, even though like for a club, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, all right. Is that it? That's all you played? Not that I don't care. I'm just excited for Shadow of War.
I know, but yeah, that will be. I'll be riding that moment for a while. He destroyed me in the singles bracket, but I can confidently say that I technically beat the top 25 player in the world.
You know what, Ab, if you don't put that on your resume, I'm gonna be disappointed in you. It's like have printed out a resume with the link on it. It'd be perfect. All right.
But yeah, for the listeners, I just posted the Twitch link in Discord if
Cool.
you so desire.
And check out the Discord. Go to our Facebook page, College Gamer Show, and
Facebook cage.
the cage.
match. Sunday.
But you know, you can go
Shadow of War pit style.
you can go to our page any day, not just Sunday. And the pinned post is the Discord link. But all right, Shadow of War, Taft. I got something on my chest, man.
Okay.
This game, there are some moments that make me so angry. I haven't felt rage like this at a game in a while. You know what that moment is? When some no-name orc fires a lucky arrow from a tower and kills me, and then starts monologuing, and they give him a rank. And I'm like, this guy is some trash heap that got lucky and killed me. It's so rage-inducing.
I've only had 2 random orcs kill me, which is I'm kind of proud of. But yeah, no, that is the freaking worst. I had one named Tark Slayer, who is who came back. Like, he was my rival. He came back 3 times. 3 times.
Yeah.
And then to kill me. And then one other guy called the Brander, who I just made him one of my people.
Yeah. That's usually how I try to end things as recruitment. But
See, Tark Slayer was real freaking weak, so I didn't want him. I was like, no, dude, you can get killed by so much. Like,
no, okay. So just some things on the surface when I first started the game. I feel like in this game, the Ringmaker, yeah, it's just such a mouthful to say. It's easier to remember the Ringmaker, dude. He seems more. I don't know how to put it. He almost seems more like computer, because I feel like for a majority,
he's an elf.
That's true, but like I feel like for the whole first act, they seemed more at like him and Talion. They seemed more at odds at each other than in the past. Because like it seemed like that whole act was Talion wanting to get visions to save Montes Ethel or Essel, whatever, and then Talion. I mean the elf.
You mean Menace Ethel?
Menace Ethel. Shit. There's so many names. I'm sorry. Menace Ethel, and then the Ringmaker
you, Mike.
just kept wanting to get the ring, and I felt like that whole act was them just bickering back and forth like a married couple.
Okay, so here's what. So I feel like the first game was a lot of them was their bonding.
Yeah.
And then this game is, they never really truly bonded because they don't want to be with one another, but they need each other. Because without the Wraith, Talion's dead. Without Talion, the Wraith can't do anything.
Yeah.
So.
And like I felt like in the first game, because it takes place, if I remember correctly, like mostly in Mordor. It felt almost.
I mean, it's all in Mordor.
Yeah,
Mordor's huge.
So like they have their objectives are clear. You know, they both kind of want the same thing, but they introduced this game with them conflicted, and I really got like a heart and mind kind of feeling where Talion was acting with his heart, and he wanted to protect the Gondorians, and the Wraith was just thinking logically, like, let's get the ring. I need to get the ring back so we can defeat Sauron. And yeah,
there's so much I want to tell you right now. That's why you need to finish this.
I'm going through Act 2. I captured the fortress on the southern island. I just captured the fortress on the mountains to the northeast. That was fun, dude. I love me some snow regions in games, and that place was beautiful.
That's one of the best. That's one of the regions. Honestly, my favorite region is the first one, though.
The first one?
The first one.
The giant cliffside?
The southern island.
Oh, the southern island, yeah. Dude, the southern islands...
Minas Ethel, when it's become Minas Morgul for you, right?
Yes, it's already been taken over by the Wraith Lord or something.
That place gets real creepy.
Does it? I thought that was cool.
Once the ring race take over, it's creepy.
Is it?
It gets real dark all the time, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Sounds pretty standard bad guy based kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But I got the fort, I got the island fort, I got the snow fort. I went back to not the first zone, Minas Ethel, but I went to the zone next to it, where you go yeah, I took that fort. That fort was so easy. Cause I came back, I was level 22.
The forts are relatively easy to take. The hard part is the final boss of it.
No, the bosses are stupid hard. You know how? Okay, so I went to the snow region, right? So
okay.
He was level 35, and I'm level 20 or 21, and he would kick my ass at melee. So what I ended up doing was assigning my bodyguard as an archer, and then as soon as the boss fight started, I'd hightail it to one of the overlooking cliffs, because so far in I think in all 3 boss fights I've had, or the fortress fights, you have to the left and right of the main chair, there's these overlooking.
The rooms are always the same.
Yeah. So you have like
that's gonna be
archers
something
up
you can do every
there.
time.
So what I'll do is I'll run up into the top corner. I'll enslave both the archers and have them attack. I'll summon my archer bodyguard, and then I just sit up there, snipe them, hop down, maybe suck someone for health, get some more arrows, and like run back up. And that's how I beat my first boss, because he was just like the level disparity was just so much higher. Like
you get to Gorgoroth, the boss I had to fight for that one was insane.
Yeah.
That dude was so hard to fight.
No, dude, I had to fight. All right, so in the snow region again, as you can tell, I spent a lot of time there. There is this one chieftain, or like war chief, or not the highest dude, but like the ones at the lower tier of the fort. This guy was
The war chief, yeah.
This guy was just anti everything. He self-healed. He was arrow-proof. You couldn't vault over him. He had a shield, so like no frontal attacks. He also summoned people, and he was just impossible to kill.
Do you have the Elven Light Blast or whatever it is? You push AX and it does like a big blast that stuns everybody in the radius.
Oh, is that when you slam your fist on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that, and it's the only reason why I beat him, because I unlocked the poison version of it. So I just like poison them over time and kind of like survive.
Nice.
Also, I don't know how I feel about the new ambush thing.
I like it.
It's always I love it. It's a love-hate relationship because it makes things interesting, but it's always at the worst time.
No, I can't tell you how many times I've been like going after somebody, like sent a worm, like, okay, I want to know about you and stuff like that, and then they've come to ambush me as I'm on my way to go get them.
No, it's nice, but it's I was trying to fight a outpost captain, and I got ambushed twice. So there were suddenly 3 guys around me. Not to mention the guy like summoned a bunch of people from around the outpost. But what I ended up doing was capturing the 2 guys that ambushed me. So it became, instead of 1-on-3, it was 3-on-1. It's pretty nice.
Nice.
But okay, and we're back. Cool. Sound problems.
All right. Yeah. So I was earlier in the day. I had watched a video on some guy who was playing the game and got betrayed 3 times by people in his army.
Yeah.
And then the same day it happened to me. I was going after one of the captains or not a captain, but one of the captain that was the head of one of the camps. And so I was going after him, and I found him, and then when I found him, one of my guys was like, "Hey, screw you! I don't like you. I don't like your face." And I was like, "Well, that's rude." And then another one popped up and was like, "Hey, guess what? I've got your bodyguard here. I'm gonna slit his throat."
Wait.
So then he then slit my bodyguard's throat. Then I saved my bodyguard, who then proceeded to betray me after I saved his life.
Holy God, dude! Wait. So your army can betray you?
Yeah. No, if they don't like you, they'll leave.
I did not know that.
They'll ambush you. They'll ambush you and kill you. Or say like I've had people die, like some of my people die, and then they not only defy death, but they also come and betray me. So they're like, "I'm back, but guess what? I don't like you anymore."
That's weird.
Also,
what?
One of the coolest. I might have brought this up last week, but I don't think I did. One of the coolest ones I've come across was an orc, like Ugra of the White Hand.
Yeah.
So if you know anything about Lord of the Rings lore, the White Hand is the White Hand of Saruman, who's one of the wizards.
Yeah.
And so it was like a real it was a hint at like, hey, guess what? Like orcs are working for Saruman. It was just really fun.
No, yeah, because that's before this game takes place.
It's before all that happened. He gives this whole speech about how there's the Dark Tower of Barad-dûr here in Mordor, but there's another tower rising in the south next to the ancient forest, where a new master rises who will lead us to defeat Sauron. It was really cool. I had like the hardest nerd boner going on as he was doing the speech.
No, dude, that's pretty cool. I didn't know we had some backstory like that, but the game's awesome. Combat feels really good. Like I think combat feels better than the first game.
The only thing that the only problem like that I have with combat is every once in a while, like when you're fighting an Olog, which is the giant trolls.
Yeah.
They're like if you're too up close, it won't show their little prompt to push buttons.
Oh yeah, so they just like hit you with it.
Yeah, so like I'll be sitting there fighting and I'm dodging or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're hitting me, and I'm like, wait, why? There was no prompt. Which I mean, if you're poisoned, you don't get a prompt, and if you're cursed, you still get a prompt. But if you're poisoned, you don't get a prompt.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. There have been plenty of times where I haven't been poisoned and just haven't gotten the prompt because I was too up close.
I got you. Yeah, the game's good. The story I'm really enjoying so far. I like all the characters.
It ties into the lore in a pretty decent way.
How do you feel about the new ring?
They fix it.
They fix it? Okay. Cause it's
but at the end, like the end game,
yeah,
is when it gets a lot cooler.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion.
All right. My theory is that somehow the Ringmaker like becomes. I really think Talion's going to end up being a Ring Wraith, or at least the Ringmaker will be.
Okay.
Like don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I really think that's how it's going to end up being. Because like when you're fighting,
I'm just gonna say as I was sitting there playing it, Josie called like hours before the end happened.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I got you. But like I think because what happens is when you're first fighting the Ring Wraiths back at Montes Essel or whatever, they're talking about how like one of us speak, you know.
Yeah.
Like they're dropping hints that like they want Talion to join them.
Yeah.
So
no, they're not even dropping hints about it. They're saying we fucking want you.
Yeah, they're like here's the job offer, here's benefits, we'll give you dental, you know,
give
like
you a signing bonus. Just come on, man, like join us, please.
Exactly. They like really like his resume or something. So I really think that's how it's going to end, and I think that's how it ends for Talion. But for the Ringmaker, he has to end up a bad guy. Like, I think it ends badly for both of them. Unfortunately.
You just gotta see what happens.
Exactly. That's why I gotta keep playing. But, like, Destiny...
You gotta get to that third act.
Destiny 2 comes out tomorrow, and I don't know what's gonna happen to... my Shadow of War time.
Shame.
It depends. Depends if the game even runs for me, because the beta didn't run for me very well. But it's the beta, so I'm making a gamble. See. Yeah. All right. Y'all want to call it?
I think that's a show.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can contact this here show at collegegamershow@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter at BlueCals with a Z. You can find Taft at
TaftFaust8 on Twitter.
And Adam almost spoiled it.
How dare you try and say my name when I didn't say it?
That's actually his whole Twitter handle right there. Make sure to write that down.
Yeah, you have to capitalize until you get to. No, it's Smooth Dog 5.
And you can find us on Facebook, the College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. While you're there, like I said earlier, the pinned post is a link to our Discord where we're always talking about. Today we were talking about woodcrafting. It was very strange. But also
watch me take down the number 25 Smash 4 player in the world.
Exactly.
Technically.
Check that out. It's fun. I've watched it like 8 times on accident, but it's like kind of mesmerizing to watch. Also, if you enjoy the show, you get a little bit out of it. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts from. It helps other people find this show, and it's a little way to give back. So, yeah, do that. That's it. Thank y'all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good time. May all your ring wraiths be wraithy. And later.
Bye.
Farewell.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.